Alright, my speech might be... There's no one underage, right? Okay, good. Alright, your name will have... Your name is what identifies you. I, as a person, I'm very intrigued by names because, especially when I'm at work, what I do, I'm an underwriter for an insurance company for Hong Kong. So I process a lot of Hong Kong clients, and I'm very interested to look when I'm bored or what. I see all sorts of names, all sorts of funny names. And yes, your name is your identity. You could have a very unique sounding name like Sito or Tiong. Or you could have a really common name like, I have a very common name, Brian. My surname is also very common, Lee. One time I've been to this camp, there are like 3 other Brians. Okay, Brian Lee, and 3 of us remained standing up. There are 3 Brian Lees in that camp. So, since I was the youngest, they refer to them as Brian Lee 1, Brian Lee 2, and I'm sadly known as Brian Lee 3. It is so sad to be called Brian Lee 3 when I was in that camp. But here's your name. Especially when I process through all the computer, put in the names. I see really interesting names. Like there's this girl, she put her name is Tomato. I was like, what? Her name is Tomato? If they are really unbelievable names, I'll definitely want to check your ID, because if you key in the wrong name, the whole system, there'll be an error and you have to reissue the case, everything, and waste a lot of time. So I went to see, is it true? Is her name, the application form wrote Tomato? I went and checked. Oh my god, it's really Tomato. Okay. I had no choice, so I just input that name. I have no idea what her parents were thinking when they gave her that name. But there are some names in other languages might sound really offensive or vulgar. Like another man, his name, he follows, if you know Mandarin, you know the pinyin system, so I have to spell it exactly as it is in Hanyu Pinyin. That's for the Mandarin, how it's spelled out. So when I type it out, Cibai, and everyone around my desk, when they look, all of us were laughing. It's like, wow, I wonder definitely his parents and him, I'm not sure if he knows the meaning of that name. But we were laughing when we saw that name. I was like, okay. But still you have to input in that name as it is, so there's no choice. We did while laughing. And other names like this, it might sound very normal if it's in Chinese, Wen Di, or in Cantonese, Man Dik. When I input Man Dick, wow, it's spelled out Man Dick. And this time my colleagues around me, they didn't really get it, because since they were all Chinese educated, they didn't really understand what dick means. So, okay, yeah, it means, it has a lot of serious implications. If you go to a different part of the world, your name is something like Suck Deep. If you're an Indian, your name is Suck Deep. And you go over to US, and hello, my name is. Some people they just choose to be special. They want to give really special names like Tomato or Rainbow. Can you imagine if it's a man whose name is Rainbow? Hello, my name is Rainbow. I mean, you have like this air of seriousness. He's like, oh look, this really authority figure. Hello, my name is Rainbow. All seriousness, all disappears, and whoever he's speaking to, definitely, I can imagine they'll feel like laughing. Rainbow, especially if you're a man called Rainbow. So, that's one of the few things that sort of keeps me entertained when when it's too stressed and there are too many clients to process. That's why, what's in all these names? Well, unfortunately your name, it stays with you. So, when you look through all these names, a lot of names actually have many different meanings, and they all might sound the same they might all be different, but they might all sound the same. Take for example, Elaine, Eleanor, Alana, Yelena, Eileen, Irene, Nelly. All have the same meaning, all come from the original name, which is Helen. Helen means sunlight. The name Joshua. Joshua is in Hebrew. Do you know the name Joshua is the same name as Jesus? Which is why if you go to Philippines or Portugal, you see a lot of Jesus or Jesus. So don't think they are like that Jesus Christ. They are not worship, they are just normal people. So your name is, unfortunately, if you live here, you can't really change your name unless you convert. Then you have to some bin Abdullah or something. So if you have you have to stick with your name and just stand tall and stand proud of your name. If your name is Rainbow, yes, you have to be proud of your name. Is who you are. Your name is Tomato. You have to live with people laughing, but I'm sure you can find a way to laugh around it. Thank you.